One of the things that I love about turkey hunting is where it takes you. I've chased a longbeard into places that I never would have explored on my own, but you find yourself going to these places. And my favorite things to find are old homesteads. Usually it might be a rock wall, might still be an old farmhouse there or a chimney, but there's usually big oak trees or big pines. And you can't help but wonder what life was like for those people and what life was like back then. Did they hunt turkeys? Did they have kids? Did they have livestock? All that kind of stuff. And so I wanted to do a piece in an old homestead where there's a strutter following hens through the front yard of the old homestead. And so that's where the piece Homesteaders was born, the concept. The reference photo for the landscape actually came from across our mailbox at our old house. And I put in the chimney, got the reference photos from Tess Jolly of the turkey, of the strutter, and from there compiled it into a piece that I think turkey hunters can really relate to. Once I have the concept in my head and some images to work with and a color palette, I'll sketch this on canvas and then I'll come in, do a wash of underpainting and then paint the colors in over the top of it. And it's funny, as you select colors, you can't help but go back to like memories of other earlier sunrises and memories of like soft, buttery, warm light and that green saturated grass. When I take this thing to the easel in my studio, my goal is to create something that turkey hunters can feel. We've all had those mornings in the woods where it's a bluebird day, it's calm, it's clear, the warm sun is coming up over the horizon and the turkeys are working and everything in the world seems right. And my hope with this and the way that I've painted it and the way that I've chosen the light and the setting is to take turkey hunters back to a place like that, a memory that they've got, maybe an old homestead, or maybe it was even their grandparents' farm back in the day, of a special hunt where everything just seemed to work right in a really special place on their property. And as a turkey hunter myself and as an artist, that's what you want to capture. That's where I want to take people to when they see this piece. Personally, this piece also has a little bit more meaning for me because it got selected to the 2025 Core Pack for the Wild Turkey Federation. And the NWTF is where I got my start. I was a member when I was like 12. I remember going to banquets in a smoky VFW hall, donating artwork to them when I was in high school and even college. And then they gave me my first start in the industry, and I worked there for about 7 years at headquarters as a designer. And so the Turkey Federation has like a lot of fond memories for me. And I still believe in their mission, still love the organization, and still great friends with some of the people that work there. And it's rewarding for me as an artist because even though I've left there and do my own thing, I feel like my work now can do more good and raise more money for conservation than when I was working there full time. And that is something that's really important to me and special to me. And it's something that as I paint, I remember that stuff, like all the people who gave me a shot early in my career. And now I feel like it's my turn to bring back, to give back, and also to help bring the outdoors indoors. So I hope that when people see this at a Turkey Federation banquet, it's the talk of their table. Hope they bid on it, support a great cause, and leave home with a great piece of art that means a lot to them. So be sure to check this one out at Turkey Federation events in 2025. And if you want to see more of my canvas prints and paper prints and a new turkey poster, check out ryankirby.com for all of my previous work and new stuff coming out all the time.